Communication Incorporated brings to you Reedom Hub. Reedom Hub, a 2 hours informative forum where key issues are discussed to shape the destiny of our country's possibility. There's no allegation of corruption. There are multiple cases where current officials of this government are being alleged to be deeply involved with corruption. Why not subject them to the same treatment? If Martha Senior to be good enough to go to prison on allegation of corruption, I mean, would have to be good enough to go to prison as well.
It is to me, you know exactly what happened on Capitol. You have the evidence to prove what happened on Capitol. You're all reasonable down. So we do not have to keep running in circles. Investigation is now a single day. The government of Nigeria is an issue. It's a party in this case.
Yes, of the many challenges in their area, no education, and common development. Questions are, how will our leaders really reconcile with self-sufficient, passive, and destructive policies? Let me address this challenge. My response will not be down for how the other day on what campaign against marriage, use of marriage against feminism. I want to publicly apologize to we did not understand it and it really justification for Muslim marriage. What troubles me is to hear a sitting religioso and its men to try to get out of we are in close congregation. Our priest is trying to what we need to do is to reconcile and put our people together, not to separate us, not to divide us, not to destroy this country enemy. How do you not use that on
and think on how they can build and develop their country. How can 178 years old country build capacity of young Liberians and create job opportunity and enable the Liberian citizens to live a better life? To answer these questions plus many more, John K. OK and Princess Elessa Vanche Colley from Monday to Thursday at 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. for the program Reedom Hub for the most informative talk show that brings the real issue without fear to the Liberian people on Freedom FM 87.9.
Guess what? Now people come and play. How we they EPA with me then? Just saw how I made it and get it right.
What's more like edition is taken from free bowl.
What's that? Oh, and I is on we didn't buy it yet.
We more tackling never. Go running behind.
It's a rescue. I just wanna ask you one question. That who you came to rescue? You not give him the people what they want. Then you say you came to rescue. Let me ask you. Mr. Rescue, the people say not like you. You say you coming to rescue your people. Oh, that's why you to us. You even claim to even be the hero for your experience. But why you for us? So why the rest not stable? No job, no food to put on the table. No just for the poor. Once you not get no money, rest assured your kids can't go. No opportunity for the youth. Instead of helping body, bringing poverty on the youth. Tell me people vote you for. You treating the people I hate to say you not love. Mr. Rescue. I just wanna ask you one question, that who you came to rescue? You not give him the people what they want, then you say you came to rescue. Let me ask you, Mr. Rescue, the people say not like you. You say you are going to change things, but we not seeing changes. Promises you made, you and your rescue team. We not seeing changes. You made the whole country divided into two. CDC and Unity Party, they can't conclude. You downsizing, you wish hunting. Now on the top of the Liberian people suffering. You downsizing, you wish hunting. Now on the top of the Liberian people suffering. Tell me who you rather give the rescue now. You and your rescue team. I say, it's a rescue. I just wanna ask you one question, that who you give the rescue? You not give him the people what they want, then you say you give the rescue. Let me ask you, Mr. Rescue, the people say not like you. That's what yama 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 yama. Drama 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 drama. We tired leave you all sama 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 sama. We not seeing changes. You made the whole country divided into two. CDC and Unity Party, they can't conclude. You downsizing, you wish hunting. Now on the top of the Liberian people suffering. You downsizing, you wish hunting. Now on the top of the Liberian people suffering. Tell me who you rather give the rescue now. You and your rescue team. I say, it's a rescue. I just wanna ask you one question, that who you give the rescue? You not give him the people what they want, then you say you give the rescue. Let me ask you, Mr. Rescue, the people say not like you. That's what yama 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 yama. Drama 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 drama. We tired leave you all sama 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 sama. We not seeing changes. You made the whole country divided into two. CDC and Unity Party, they can't conclude. You downsizing, you wish hunting. Now on the top of the Liberian people suffering. You downsizing, you wish hunting. Now on the top of the Liberian people suffering. Tell me who you rather give the rescue now. You and your rescue team. I say, it's a rescue. I just wanna ask you one question, that who you give the rescue? You not give him the people what they want, then you say you give the rescue. Let me ask you, Mr. Rescue, the people say not like you. That's what yama 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 yama.
Okay, what a pleasant way to welcome all of you to Reedom Hub on 87.9. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Your country, my country, Liberia, our country is deeply, deeply rooted in a lot of unfinished issues. Too many of the issues confronting our republic will go on to hold us down. Is it about hatred, lack of national unity, greed, corruption, nepotism, hypocrisy, betrayal, incompetence, ineptitude? What's holding Liberia down? Have we asked ourselves this simple question? This fundamental question. Why is it that since 1847 we are yet to get it on path as a nation and people? All of our smaller countries around us, all of our neighbors have transitioned from becoming underdeveloped countries to developing countries. Some of the countries around us are making tremendous efforts in the areas of industrialization, job creation, macroeconomic stability,
Not give him the people what they want.
peace and reconciliation, the order of the day, except they have elections.
Mr. Rescue the people.
Interestingly, in Liberia,
That's what I'm yama, yama, yama.
we have a country where the government is not prioritizing unity. Government is weaponizing the judiciary to go after critical voices in the country, critical political opponents in the country. In such a given situation, the Liberian judicial system will have to stand firm and remain
CDC and Unity Party.
neutral and independent. Oh yes, it got to remain neutral.
Liberian people suffering.
That will see them being independent
Witch hunting. Now when they tap on the Liberian.
in the discharge of their legal duties.
The rescue now.
And so,
Rescue team.
on today's edition, we're going to be rolling into the issues making the news in the country.
I just wanna ask you one question.
I'm told
You keep the rest.
the Liberian Drug Enforcement Agency on today
The people what they want.
issued a cautionary statement to those of you in the communities
The people say now like
who are doing your own self-rating.
yama, 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 yama.
DSA, the job is for them. You got to be careful how you do it.
Drama, 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 drama.
We'll try to fetch the communication from the Drug Enforcement Agency and read it for you, the Liberian people, so that you know what's happening today, what's happening in the area
We not saying chichits.
of drug enforcement and drug
CDC and Unity Party.
and anti-drug smuggling.
Downsizing.
Moderate.
Haunting. Now when they tap on the Liberian.
The capital Action case has taken a different dimension.
Haunting. Now when they tap.
The judge in charge of the case
Who you rather give the rescue now?
was able to conduct a hearing
It's a rescue.
in which
I just wanna ask you one question. Now who you give the rescue? You not get.
the criminal insurance bond that was secured by the defense counsel
Let me ask you, Mr. Rescue.
was placed on the pedestal for scrutiny.
Yama, 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 yama.
We're told
Yama, yama,
a representative from the LRA was brought in court
drama, 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 drama.
to authenticate the genuine nature of the bond, to see if the bond is if the bond is credible, if it was obtained from eligible processes. And so there is a ruling to that effect. We got informed that the defense counsel initially decided to take a flight to the Supreme Court,
Not saying chichits. You made it work.
requesting for the judge to have himself recused
Party, they can't come.
because of some other missteps along the way that the defense counsel is trying to gather.
Go suffering. You dance.
But again,
You wish.
we're going to go to the issue.
They tap on the Liberian.
We are told
Suffering.
the individual who came from
Now, you and your rescue.
the real estate entity who went to validate the bond, to validate the authenticity of the properties,
Rescue.
was later on arrested right after testifying in the court.
Party one day you say.
And they said, oh, the man that was armed robbery, he was involved with armed robbery before.
People say now.
And so they told him, they arrested him straight from testifying.
Yama, yama, yama.
They had him incarcerated. So under what grounds?
Drama, 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 drama.
How did they, court get to determine whether the papers were legitimate or not? When the man who was supposed to do the attestation, the man who was supposed to do the cross examination, the man who was supposed to be there to say, yes, this is the property, I can vouch for it,
You dance.
I can vouch for this particular tax document.
Now when they tap on the Liberian.
When you arrested him and jail him, and so
Haunting.
when the courts, when the legal system, when the judiciary is being muzzled by the executive, you find some of these things happening in the country
I just wanna ask
already.
question now.
You have a situation where those who remove 2 chairs from the joint chamber
Give him the people what they want.
are left unboarded.
Mr. Rescue.
Nobody hammocking them.
They're not like you.
They are free to go around.
Yama, yama, yama.
And I'm even convinced
Drama, 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 drama.
that it is possible that those who actually burned the Capitol building are moving around. No indictment on them. They're walking scot-free. And you got other people who are being politically held under the auspices, the pretext of legal issues. We're going to talk more about that issue as well. In passing,
You wish
A disgraceful situation has befallen the Christendom in Liberia.
Tell me who you
Oh yes, the Liberian government,
I said,
through the courts, on today,
I just wanna ask you one question.
in circulation, several news papers, news outlets
You not give
have reported that the court was able to rule in favor of the United Methodist Church,
Mr. Red.
a church that went to America and signed a particular contract. That contract will allow Methodist churches around the world to do gay marriages. But in Liberia, a country where gay marriages are forbidden, the church in Liberia will go through something called regionalization. And it is only that policy that will stop the church from marrying gay couples in the country.
You made the whole country divide.
And so the people in the country who say we don't want to be part of any church that will have a particular condition,
You wish haunting.
they thought to remain in their own local churches
You dance
to worship God in the way that God already mandated.
Liberian people suffering.
And so at the end of the day,
You rather give the rescue now.
these true Christians,
I said, oh, it's a rescue.
these real followers of Christ who decide to live up to Jesus Christ's own
You not give him the people.
own law, own prescription as it relates to marriage,
Let me ask
these individuals have been victimized by our courts.
not like you.
Oh yes,
Yama, 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 yama.
we'll talk a bit about it. And so it's going to be a power pack edition on today.
Drama, 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 drama.
Let's take a break. When we come back, we bring you our official sponsor, Crime Stoppers Liberia. Right after Crime Stoppers Liberia, we'll run directly to Win Liberia. And for those of you who keep playing Win Liberia, remember, on today and several other days, you only need to use somewhere around $50 Liberian, just $50 Liberian.
You made it.
If you are lucky enough, you win $5,000.
Yeah, unity party.
Like I always do on this radio,
You dance.
I'll give some money today on today's edition.
I want the top of the head.
The more you play, the better your chances are.
Who
For those of you who are playing, you are not winning. Once you are playing in August, remember
you rather give the rescue?
there is a bonanza waiting for you on August 24th.
It's a rescue.
You will be shocked to know that it is possible that $50 you play
One question.
could make you to win the $100,000 on August 24th.
You not give him the people.
It is possible
Yeah, you say.
that $50 you play will make you to win 50-inch flash screen television.
Cause they're not like you.
It is also possible
Yama, yama, yama.
that $50 you're playing could make you to win a particular Techno Common Series 40 phone. That $50
Sama, sama, sama.
could give you several bags of rice. That $50 could give you $10,000. You could be part of those who will be winning $10,000. And the grand prize will be $100,000 Liberian on Flag Day. So the more you play, the better your chances are. Star
Unity party.
255 star 1 hatch, and you'll be good to go here on the People's Radio.
The Liberian people suffering.
We will take a break. When we come back,
Now when they
we're going to bring you all of the issues making the news in the Republic of Liberia.
rescue now, you and your rescue team. I said, oh, it's a rescue. I just wanna ask you one question. Now who you came to rescue? You not give him the people what they want. Then you say you came to rescue. Let me ask you, the people they're not like you.
It's about musical. There are crimes in many places. In every community, you know, you can see. So if you see crime, report it. Don't take law in your hand for the right authority. Really can't take your law in. Crime Stopper here for us. Bringing safety to your door. Whether you rich or you poor. If you see a human target, enemy you cheche. Do it for your safety. If you see it, don't keep it. You are proud to report it. Crime Stopper, the people bringing make a peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us.
Crime Stopper Liberia is your community crime fighting partner. Don't take the law into your own hands. Remember, if you see a crime, report it. This is a message from your own self, old man Sam Cyan.
Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, safely stopping crimes for all of us. My brother God can bless anybody.
Win big today with Win Liberia on Freedom FM. Yes, for just $100 Liberian dollars or 50 cent United States dollars, you can win from 4,000 Liberian dollars up to 10,000 Liberian dollars. And for $200 Liberian dollars or $1 United States dollar on Japa days, you can win from 15,000 Liberian dollars, 50,000 Liberian dollars, 100,000 Liberian dollars, and up to 1 million Liberian dollars. For these amazing prizes, dial *255*1#. Again, dial *255*1#. The more you play, the better your chances. It's Win Liberia Cash Giveaway on Freedom FM.
And the work we do will bring the rubber. Tell me so many know.
Okay, so welcome back to the program Freedom Hub on 87.9, the official voice of Freedom Communications Incorporated. All right, my name is Oliver Khan, and I'm here today on this wonderful conversation. So I want to say hats up to all of you are people listening to us. The country of Liberia is God. I don't want to say what I want to say, but the country is getting messed up. So we begin with the WAEC results. Like I told you, *255*1# is the code to play. Today we'll not talk much. I had a very busy day in the office today. I'm very, very tired. But we have to do the Liberian people's job. Now, let me say this to our people and let it be known. So, WAEC Liberia released the results. And it will interest you to know. It will interest you to know that amongst the schools that sat for the WAS, or better still, the counties that sat for WAS, Riverside County was able to top the country. Riverside topped the country. A small county like Riverside was able to triumphantly perform, and that was way above the rest of the 14 other counties. So we did our investigation to know as to why would a county like Riverside County be topping county like McCounty, Maryland in WAS, county like Monserrato in WAS, county like Lofa. Lofa people know book, plenty book people from Lofa County. And so we were kind of concerned as to why will a county like Riverside, small county like Riverside. Then we started to do some investigation. We uncovered that the senator of Riverside County, Senator Bill Twawe, printed all the old WAEC papers from 2010 up to 2024. Printed all, including the answers. Went to the county, distributed those materials to the schools, and told them, study all of these past questions and blend it with the notes they are giving you when you go for your extra classes. This will help you. We also told he went further to have provided some resources to some of the schools. So look, teachers, since you are doing extra classes for preparing our students to go to the WAS examination, as the senator of Riverside County, I'm going to make some contribution. So some schools receive $100,000 Liberian dollars just to help the faculty and do stuff. Then we saw a photo that got us very concerned. The senator was lecturing in some of the classrooms in Riverside, tutoring some of the kids in the area of history, literature that he is very good at, and several other subjects, because he too is an old teacher from the Kizito school in the how you call this place, the Pinsville area. How do you call it? Kizito, Saint Kizito. Okay, that's what it is. So the citizens there said this particular effort was able to help the students, and I want other counties to emulate that. The reason why it is important, we're going to go to other topics. The reason why it is important is because, look, when I sat for the national exams, I don't want to call it a year before some minutes say, oh man, ever since. We were only concerned about what was in the curriculum from our school, St. Francis Catholic High School. Even the last year WIAC papers, a lot of us could not have, a lot of us didn't have access to it. So at the end of the day, we were only relying on what our instructors were presenting to us in school from their own judgment, That's what we're picking up. So if we had that opportunity during our study class days for us to have had from 4 5 years back, all of the different questionnaires and the answers to keep matching it and keep familiarizing ourselves with it, we would have done, better off than what we did. Although we performed, I passed all my WIAC subjects, go to WIAC, my records are there. My colleagues too, those of whom graduated with me, out of us, we got our records there. But I'm saying this thing should be replicated across the country. The materials WAS normally bring are materials that they can, recycle. Sometimes they answer a question to number 4. Maybe next year they'll put a question on number 17. But the questions are repeated so that the same thing I will learn from high school, you too will learn the same thing. So it is important. Gather the materials you need. You may be the county superintendent, you can be a representative, you can be city mayor, you can be a town chief. Once you have a school in the area, whatever that will help to better the educational sector of our country should be something that all of us should embrace. And so when we saw the Riverside County result, and we were very concerned about why would Riverside County, small county like that, be topping the whole country. My Riverside people here, sorry, on the live, but your county is small. Well, why would a small county like Riverside County be topping the entire country? And we became, we started to uncover that Biota will go print all the old wire paper there, and chunk it on the chair and say, you'll be reading through the questions. You read the questions, read your notes. Read the questions, read your notes. And whenever he's visiting the county, you will go there and lecture with them. Take their notes, lecture them small, because at the King Saint Kizito school, he was, a teacher there, still on in that school, taught a lot of people, and so forth. So he will go to the county on his less basis schedule and provide tutelage, to the kids at the government high school in Sestor and other places in Riverside County. And so, yeah, that's what we want to acknowledge. So Riverside top the list. We will try to get the full result from White's Liberia office, and we'll be able to determine where the Ministry of Education should focus more based on the results we are gathering, where the government should focus, because the exam is an annual event that is intended to adequately test students who are supposed to be walking out of secondary school. So if you are leaving secondary level and going to the tertiary, institutions, you got to be grounded. You have to be well made. Your foundation should be stronger. And so if your foundation is strong, it is a problem. That's why you find people at the university level, they don't present their own paperwork. It is a difficult thing to explain before their colleagues. It is a difficult thing to compose anything that would be sensible. It is a whole problem because the foundation is weak. And so, yeah, so we want to commend the senator. We are hoping that other Liberians will join, a similar endeavor, and we can move on from there and start to have a wonderful country. That's what it is. So we move on to something else. This one has to do with the Methodist Church that we will continue to talk about, the United Methodist Church. Now, let me say this for the record. The Methodist Church issue is becoming a national conversation that warrants the attention of all well-intentioned Liberians. I would say this to our people, and let it be very clear. Let it be very clear to all of our people. The court ruled today that those who left the United Methodist Church because of the church position on homosexuality, and let me make it clear again so that people don't say I'm misquoting what the law says. The church in Liberia is not marrying gay people, but the United Methodist Church in Liberia is a member of a global United Methodist denomination that has accepted gay activities. For them, they say gay activity is not biblically wrong. It's okay. God said we must love our neighbor as ourselves. So men can marry men, women can marry women. The global United Methodist Church, the United Methodist Church from worldwide, all over the world, United Methodist Church went to work and had a law that decriminalized same-sex activities. It means it's not bad thing anymore. So long they made a law in America, it means the United Methodist Church in Liberia will live by that law. Although the Liberian Constitution and the Liberian laws are clear on it, the laws do not support gay activities. So the church crafted a different policy that says if the people are not doing gay business in your country, you must go under some kind of thing they call regionalization. You're still part of all. We who doing gay business. But see, you're not doing it, you doing gay business in your country, yo, just be on a regionalization. But the day when your country say gay activity is not bad thing, it means you will do it. So it is now an issue. The moral standing of the church in the United Methodist setting will now be determined by the country and not the Bible. Christians worldwide should be living in accordance with the Bible and not a particular constitution of a particular country. So some Methodist people, some former United Methodist people in Liberia say, we cannot live in this whole union. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't. We can't live in this union. You went to America and you signed that men will marry men, women will marry women. We will not do it because it is immoral. It is ungodly. It is ungodly. Some of the local churches decided to walk away. They said, Lord, we will not do it. The United Methodist Church that we got baptized in, that we got confirmed in, that we sworn our membership to, that we took allegiance before God Almighty during confirmation class, all of our confirmation classes, and even on the day of confirmation, we affirm our faith to Jesus Christ, to his teachings, to his biblical principles. So the church that we join is no longer the church they are bringing to us. The church that we join say men must marry women. The church they are bringing back to us is a church that is agreeing for women to marry women, men marry men, under the canopy or some kind of regionalization thing that is not going to hold. At the end of the day, we'll still be under the same moral and religious authority of the people who say man to man. So we won't leave. The people won't leave from their own local church. ST Nangwe, majority of the people in ST Nangwe say they won't leave. They don't want to be under a church where men and men get married. The church where get headquarters in America where men and men get married. They won't leave and be on their own. The United Methodist Church took the church to court, taking local churches to court. For what? For property. A church should be concerned about the souls of the people, of the members. Instead, the United Methodist Church is concerned about properties. If 500 of us grew up and built our church from scratch, from the ground, and made the church beautiful, because John Wesley came and told us, say, God said this, men will marry woman, woman will marry man. John Wesley told us, we got inspired, we got convinced based on biblical teaching, we joined. if they decide to deviate from the moral principles, from the religious principles, from the biblical principles, we too have our right to disengage. Does that in any way suggest that the church that we built from scratch, we should forfeit that church? Because of a draconian policy that is counterproductive to the very constitution of the Republic of Liberia, yet and still, our courts, and I'm told the judge who did the ruling is from Tottenham United Methodist Church. Tottenham United Methodist Church is one church that is in line with Mr. Samuel Kwa. Mr. Samuel Kwa is the bishop who is pushing the regionalization thing for the Church of God Almighty to be subscribing and taking orders from the church in America that taking orders from devil. Only a group of people who taking instruction from devil will allow men to marry men. So if the United Methodist Church in America is giving go ahead for men to marry men, it means that devil instruction is not God instruction. It means the church is no longer taking instruction from the Bible. Reverend Kwai, Mr. Kwai in Liberia is forcing the Methodist people in Liberia to subscribe to a body in America that's taking instruction from the devil for men to marry men. And they are hiding under the canopy of regionalization. Why don't you allow the local churches that want to leave to leave? They built their churches. I am a former Methodist member. I'm a former United Methodist member. There is no single United Methodist church in this country that was built by the Liberian Annual Conference, by extension, the Global Conference. There is no Methodist church in this country that was built. All the churches were built by the laity. The members hauled their blacks. They contributed their cement. They contributed their personal materials. And these members are saying, we do not want to subscribe to a church that has already agreed for men to marry men. We're living. And you're running after them to take their property. Bishop got carried in the court. Mr. Kwa got carried in the court. And the court is ruling in their favor. And the law of Liberia says this thing. So why is the court not interested in knowing why these guys are going? Because, for example, if Alexa and myself here, and Alexa decide not to speak to Alexa, and maybe Alexa carry me to court, why are you not speaking to Oliver? And I said, I'm not speaking to Oliver because we were sitting there. Oliver took gun, he shoot one ball, the ball died. The law is not supposed to look at that complaint why I say Alexa not speaking to me. The fact that Alexa said I shoot somebody before the person died, the government should be concerned about what Alexa said. Because that killing, under the law of Liberia, is illegal. It's a crime. So when two group of Christians go to you as a government, and one saying the reason why we are leaving is because they are one men that went to America, they signed one paper that allowing gay activity to happen globally on the church level. But because we here, and I want to do that, why we discouraging it. The country that is against, the country that has zero tolerance for homosexuality should be signed with the group of people who are leaving because of that same thing. Instead, it is the opposite. Instead of them siding with the church that is with God, they're siding with the church that already started doing business with devil in America. Oh yes, I can say it for free. The Bible says we should not judge. I'm not judging. But we have the authority. We have the authority on earth to test to test. I mean, the Bible says to test the spirit. I don't want to be too biblical about it. But it is a sad day in Liberia that the government indirectly is trying to meddle into what is happening at that level. We are hoping that the president of our country will step into this situation. A local church that is not willing to subscribe to a demonic policy in America should be left to worship Jesus Christ the way God deemed it prudent and appropriate. You should stop forcing people into immorality. They build their churches. Leave them to their churches. Y'all can go and bring some of the men who spoil the church in America. Y'all tell them to give us some money. Let them come build some churches here. The gay men will come build some churches, but the churches that were originally built on the principles of Christianity, on the principle of God. Let the people be except the congregation vote unanimously to say we won't be part of the United Methodist Church regardless. That was no problem. But once the one majority of a particular local church will come together and say, we do not want it, there should be no reason why you will be carrying out the court, passing around, government going to, church going to court instead of church having an evangelical committee to mediate. It is a shame. And that's why I left the United Methodist Church, but I will not be silent because I am still a Christian. I'm sorry, if I'm sounding so divisive, but I am still going to have a say. When I took my oath at my confirmation in Plebo, Southern District, Jasper Green, UMC, I said I will uphold, defend, and support the church through my gift, talents, and offering everything. I talk about it. I'm just paraphrasing. My talent is what I'm using to save God's people. We are disappointed that the government is getting involved to defend a side that signed demonic contract in America. It's terrible. But I'm not going to say further on it. So we leave that other topic. *255*1#. I told you we'll give money before we leave on the show. So please, we won't give as many as we can. The more you play, the better the chances are. Now, let me say this to our people again. Oh yes, Mr. Quasport, the Methodist Church. Anyway, anything you want to do, let him do it. Anything Mr. Kwa won't do, let him do it at a business. But he has damaged the United Methodist Church. It's a shame that a respectable church that we have had in this country is now damaged. He damaged it. Mr. Kwa and his friends, they damaged the church. Forcing immorality. Because I think you're doing, what kind of thing they say regionalization? After 2-3 years, the gay revenue will start coming here with the rainbow colors and be preaching on pulpit. We'll stop them. They will not be doing gay wedding. But they'll come with their rainbow makeup on them, with a green, yellow, and rainbow lace plate on them. They will be preaching. We'll stop them. We'll not stop them. Indirectly, what we'll be doing, we'll be passing on their demonic lifestyle to the young people. The young people in the charity ministry, the young people in the youth fellowship, the young people in the young adult fellowship. And at the end of the day, the church will be taken over by immoralists. People with terrible moral standing. The church is supposed to be building the moral credential of the country. I envy the Muslims. Oh yes, they maintain all of their moral standings. But yeah, we are arguing with God. God said man and woman. We are arguing. We say we get sense past God. And a man who is supposed to be a bishop is backing that Western mistake of a policy. He's backing it. He's backing it. One of my friends said, what money cannot do doesn't exist. We leave it and go to a different thing. So the DAA issued a statement. And I read that statement on several, news outlets. I'm not going to waste my time to go for it anymore. But the logic behind the statement the DAA issue was that community people have started arresting their own ghettos, going from place to place, arresting ghettos and doing stuff. Yep. So the DA is telling you and I that the community people must be careful how they do the thing that they want to do. I'm just paraphrasing what their information is. There are proceedings, there are laws, and there are this, there are that. They gotta be careful. They will not do the one, they will not do that one, they will not do the other one. They will not do the one, do that one, do that one, they will not do that one. And that they should inform the DA before doing all the other things. I mean, that's just the nature of it. I don't want to go waste my time on it. But the reason why the community people are taking matters in their hands. Freedom Radio Liberia, we are the #1 anti-mob violence institution in this country. Let me rephrase. We are partnering with the biggest anti-mob justice institution in this country, Crime Stoppers Liberia. And most of you know that. Crime Stoppers Liberia, most of you know.
in every community, you know. You can see. So if you see crime, don't report it. Don't take law in your hands. All the right authority, but they can't take your law in. Crime stopper here for us. We need self.
Are you hearing it? The message, don't take law in your own hands. Call the right authority. Let them take care of it. This message has been preached for the past 7, 8 to 9 years by this radio station. But Crime Stopper started before this radio station. And Omen Simpson is the CEO. So the DEA message was like in the line of what we've been preaching. The DEA statement today is directly in line with what we've been saying. That when you suspect a particular criminal, when you suspect a group of people to be criminals, if you suspect that this person is involved with crime, don't take the laws in your own hands. Call the rightful authority. That is what we've been preaching. And that's why I want you to listen to another portion of this song.
From the center to interior, keeping us safe.
Crime Stopper Liberia is here for you. Remember, you see it, you report it. This is a message from your own Omen Simpson.
Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper.
Okay? When you see it, you report it. That's what DEA is telling you. When you see where to get a drug, you will report it. And this is a message we've been preaching. This station is in partnership with the biggest anti-mob justice entity in the Republic. We don't have any entity that got that record. Even the late children in the community can be singing this song. Crime Stopper. The people you say, Crime Stopper, they can be singing the song. The little children, they know the song. They think I'm playing Jana Playboy, singing the song in the communities. Now, what am I trying to get at? What am I trying to get at? The people want to call you DEA. The people won't call you DEA to go to where drugs are, to where drug dealers are. They won't carry you there. They want to report it to you. But you know why? They don't trust you. I'm not supporting mob justice. I'm a campaigner against mob justice because I am a business partner to Crime Stoppers Liberia. We're in partnership. So I can support mob justice, but we got to call spade a spade. The communities lost it. They don't have that confidence in the DEA anymore. And this is because of government's failure. This is because of government's failure. DEA agents arrested a drug peddler at the airport. Managed to have confiscated the narcotic substances. At the end of the day, this lady is left to run away. Oh yes, she's not dealt with. She's left to run away. And the community people see her back in the street. You DEA, you go, you raid one ghetto. After 2 days, the same picking who you raided, they picking them back. The ghetto owner is back. They start selling the kush. They start selling the andro, the tension, the solar plate. They spark and die. They start selling it. It's because of government's failure. The citizens lost confidence in the government. I agree that they should call you whenever they suspect that there is an issue of drug trade, an issue of drug smuggling going on. They should call you, but the citizen lost confidence, yeah? And at the time when we think the government is supposed to be serious, the government is still joking. After protesting for drugs, protesting against drugs, rather, 2 days' time, they released a woman. A latest suspect was released. Today, they can produce her. They can produce her. The government can produce her. And that's why the citizens are angry. Although we do not support the unlawful arrest and arbitrary decision they are taking because it could be risky for them, they do not have the sophistication, they do not have the technical training to resist criminals. I mean, in America, you have a whole squad. In Nigeria, you have a whole squad. I mean, when I mean squad, I mean well loaded. A drug officer got a 245, 2 pistol on his side, a long range, a pepper spray, a baton, a donkey, all the things that he got it. He got a radio, he got a combat, bulletproof jacket, everything. Because when you're dealing with drug peddlers, I mean, you're dealing with jokers. Those are people protecting millions of illegal millions. They're protecting it. So when you're going for them, I mean, you got to be prepared. It's not a job for citizens to do. These citizens are ignorantly, maybe it's harsh, but they are walking into something without knowing what they're walking into, without knowing the gravity of what they're walking into. Not because they want to risk their lives, but because they think they have to take matters in their hands because their government failed them. If the government was adequately serious about the fight against drug, the citizens wouldn't have risked it to start closing down ghettos by themselves. Look, I always told people there is one thing that I know in this country. I don't know how to dance. I don't know how to sing. I don't play football. But one thing that I know to the best of my ability is the life of the Liberian men. I know about this country so very well. I mean, this is something a lot of people will not do. Sorry if I'm bragging, but I'm being honest. I know about Liberia so well. Anything in the country you want us to talk about, I have a vast understanding in that sector. Not from a technical perspective, but from the surface, I have a vast understanding of how things are done everywhere. You get a new community, you want to know how people can get current, I can tell you. Oh, you're joking? Let's go back to the topic. They don't trust you, the DEA. You know why? Because there are some DEA commanders in their country. They got lists of ghettos. Oh, yes. There are DEA agents, DEA commander in the country that got a list of ghettos. Those ghettos paying money to them every Friday. Someone either every Saturday. Are you commander for EAWA branch? The ghetto in Lover Street community, the one at to Town Hall community. They ghetto then went to Dupo Road. They ghetto then went to GSA Road. The one that went to Prince Johnson community. They ghetto then went to LBS community. All the ghettos are in our whole perimeter. The faster then will be paying their due every Saturday. There's some DEA commanders in this town who got susu every Saturday. Every Saturday, each of the ghettos will walk to him to a particular area and pay money. They will pay their weekly due. That's how they can call it. They can pay the due. I say, if there is nothing I know in this country, I know about Liberia. If there is nothing I know on this earth, I know Liberia very well. And that's why when we sit here to talk, we speak from an informed perspective. The drug men outside know say the thing are talking the truth. The very DEA men in the country know say the thing are talking the truth. They know. They're aware. DEA commanders, they got a list of ghettos in their assigned areas. And they collect money from those ghettos every Friday. Some of them every Saturday. They're paying the due. Some ghettos are paying 20,000. Depending on the size of the ghetto. Some ghettos are paying 100,000 Liberian dollars weekly. Whether Saturday or Friday. Some ghettos are paying up to 150,000. Some ghettos are paying $1,000. That's not all. Drug importers are paying money. Don't you see why we are fighting the effect instead of the cause? We're fighting the effect instead of the cause. Importers, smugglers. They got DEA men on their payroll, paying the men offhand, paying them. And so, yes, DEA, we agree that you don't want citizens risking their life because they do not have the wherewithal, they do not have the technical ability to withstand pressure from drug peddlers and so forth in the event where the situation becomes so violent. I agree with all of those analysis. But you got to start working on ensuring that confidence is restored in the people. Start to work towards the people restoring their confidence in you, because in the absence of the people restoring confidence in the system, they're not going to listen to you. You know what I'm looking at? The papa leave in the hall and go, he tell the children and say, I'm going to come out buy food. He come out, he get story, no food. The next day go, he say, I come out buy food. He come out, no story. If he keeps doing that, 1 month, 2 months, some guys say, I go and every day thing you talking on there. In fact, as he is leaving, the children will be taking the cold water, someone taking a sugar cane, someone taking a grumpy candy to go sell it. At the end of the day, they'll bring the food because they know the papa always talking fitija. When you go outside, you can bring anything you say you'll bring. So his words will mean nothing to the children anymore. That's how the Liberian people see you, the DEA, and the government in extension. They see the government as a conspirator in the whole drug business. Bulk of you DEA people, you own payroll for the drug laws. They're paying you monthly, they're paying you weekly. Some of you who are good and decent, oh yeah, there are some decent DEA officers in this country. I'm not going to lie about it. There are some decent DEA officers who are so straightforward. Some of you DEA officers who are straightforward when you arrest the drug, when you manage and you arrest it. If you ask somebody in the same DEA, he says, stand down. Hey, excuse me, stand down. Then I want minister will call you, say, stand down. Now somebody who closer to the other person will tell you, just stand down. I mean, that is how it has been. Or one big businessman will tell you, just stand down. And when you keep refusing, your bossman will accept the money you're refusing. That's how it is done in the security sector. And that's why the citizens do not have trust and confidence in you anymore. That's why they want to do it their own way. That's why they want to do it their way. Is it the right way to do it? I disagree. In as much as I think that the DEA and the government in extension has failed in the fight against drug, I still do not believe that the citizens should be the ones to lead that endeavor. You know why? Because there is a risk associated with that. A very high risk. Very high one. These citizens do not have the ability. They do not have the technical training. No, you can do that one on the surface, but you do not have that specialty. You do not have that ability to know what kind of drug is this. Some of the very citizens go into the ghettos. They say they go break ghetto. They don't even have nose masks. They don't have nose masks. They don't have protective gears. Some of the drugs, when you go tongue the table, just by sniffing it. Some of you who ain't got good resistance, you could even die from it. You could get choked. You could get intoxicated just by opening something that you're not supposed to open. Because when you say citizen, arrest citizen rating, when you go into the ghetto, you open the other bag, you see the other drug wasting the powder, it wasting. Some people might be inclined to want to know what are the drugs here. They may want to carry to the nose, and one time sniffing, you could go. One time sniffing could get you intoxicated, and the next thing you are a victim. You could get your addiction beginning from right there. And so, in as much as we know and think that the government is a conspirator, the government is aiding the drug trade in the country, in as much as we know that for a fact, that the government is indirectly aiding the drug trade in the country, we should also be cognizant of the fact that our community people are not trained. They don't have the technical know-how to go about fighting drugs. And we don't want you risking it. Some of these drug peddlers are wicked. You go do raiding. If you're not careful, you go raid a particular barrack with a lot of people in it. I mean, you could be victimized. And so you got to be careful. Let the authorities know. But sadly, the senior authorities, we don't trust them because they made it on Susu. They get a Susu card. They got a Susu card. And you heard the recording between Ebi Kroma and Fadiga and Bauko. The other man said, the other man can go to the drug dealer and take the money. The other man said, the other man can do it. The other man said, the other man can do it. The drug trade is a cartel. The importers will not allow you, to close them off easily. So it requires men and women with fortitude, tenacity, determination, passion, above all else, passion. Then the most supreme is love for country. That love for country can make you close your elbow on $100,000 and say, let that damn suitcase go. Arrest the suitcase and I mean, that love for country can do it. You know, love for country, 100,000 can give you one horse in Ghana. One decent horse in Ghana at 30,000. The balance 70,000 can buy 3 buses in Ghana, and you apply for your residence, your resident permit in Ghana. You start living life. 3 buses running for you in Ghana. Currently, how expensive there, water running there. I mean, your children go to good school. You buy a whole 30,000, the balance 70,000. It only takes love for country to make you do what you ought to do for your country. And there are few officers who want to command. We don't know all your names. And there are bad officers too who are taking monthly and weekly due from drug peddlers. And so all that whole, what do you call the thing? What is it? What is the situation I'm talking about? That whole pre-release go issue, it's a waste of time. Because the people don't trust you. They don't trust you anymore. You would need to start working to restore the confidence from the people. They should start to have their hope restored in you. Anything other than that, it's a whole failure. It's unfortunate that the people who appointed most of you, the heads of these drug entities, the anti-drug entities, it's unfortunate that they themselves do not know what they are doing. They play politics out of the sector until the sector got spoiled. And I'll say this any day I'm given the opportunity to speak about the issues on drugs. These guys had no reason to politicize drugs when George Weah was president. They had no reason doing that. There are certain things you don't just play politics with. Because to do so is to jeopardize the future of the country. It's to endanger the citizens. It's to endanger the country. That's what you guys did when Weah was in power. You felt it was a political tool you could use to win votes. You went to the extent of even lying that the man himself is bringing drugs to the country. You say all the Washington, we got to move Joe, we also drug will start coming in the country. We got to move, we also drug can be coming. We got to take a Joe, we have on power so we can see drugs. We in August. 1 year, 8 months now. 1 year, 8 months. That's about 20 months since Joe Biden took office. 20 months. This month, we make it 20 months since Joe Biden took office. The Kush were here. Nobody talking about Kush anymore because Kush listen none for the cheering. Kush are dead. Kush are nothing none for the cheering. Kush are nothing. The cheering talking about solar plate. They're talking about tension. They're talking about sparking Andro. They're talking about sparking K. Now what are you talking about? The worst kind of drug you think about a wire. You take it in 10 minutes, you get strong resistance, you die. That's why it was not important that we politicize the thing during the previous administration. It was never a prudent thing to do. But the whole desperation for power, because you want power, any small thing, you will grab it, you will spin it, you will play politics in it. That was part of the country right now. That was part of the country with the drugs business. Oh, Cujo, Cujo. You made noise, the biggest noise you made in this country. At the end of the day, you came to power. Cujo there, you started adding drugs on the Cooch. Your own dear people started having press conference after press conference announcing the arrival of new drugs. Every day they were having press conferences announcing the arrival of drugs. Today, the fight against drug has failed. It has crumbled. It has crumbled to the point where people who are even supposed to be fighting drugs are divided over drug money. That's why it was unnecessary to have had the drug issue as a political issue, because you mess it up. You mess the country up when you did that. You spoiled the country when you did that. I'm saying the transaction claiming star 255 star 1 hatch. The more you play, the better your chances are. Quickly. Play as many times as you can so that we'll be able to give as many winners as we can. That's how it is. Besuluku. So you made all of the politics out of the drug issue today. Now you're not able. My brother Abu Sherry, the money, the message some place you be passing now. So opium send. It ain't hard again. Hey, some commander you pass in, you pass in some commander 3 different times in 5 minutes. You will get high. That's how bad the situation is right now. So commander, you just pass here, boom, then you come out again. There you go again. You do that 3 times in the space of 5 minutes, you get high. The opium send jet in the air, mixed with the opium white, all the other one, the Android sparkling, case, sparkling dye, solar panel, solar plate, all the tension, all that one. Because you politicize the system and made the system vulnerable. That's what you did to the system. Now you get the power. Now you can't control the drugs. You get power, you can't control drugs. We will see the other man who they arrested with drugs. Dominic Molu, you're taking picture of President Baka. Yeah, the man saying he took the picture with President Baka before he got arrested. Was he a drug dealer? Why he used to be around President Baka taking picture? We don't know. We do not know. Is he in prison? We don't know. They free him? We don't know. He in the country, in some kind of government official hall where he just eating food, he just watching TV, all his phone off, he not talking to nobody. We don't know. But truth of the matter is, the government has messed up big time in the fight against drug, and it's a shame. It is a disgrace. Big mouth people, hell of a big mouth. For small drug, they're not able. Let me just say the thing when the station call off, you just hear, maybe LEC go. We'll put the current back on. So me just tell you, ain't that on when the station do, we'll put it back on. The star 255 star 1 hash, Lone Star Cell MTN use up $50 to play. When you lock it to win, you win $5,000. And you could also walk away with one of the grand prizes on the day of the Bonanza, which is August 24. Plenty bag of rice, plenty of the 10,000 televisions will be won. A big Techno Camo Forte series phone will be won, and you will have the $100,000 grand prize. So the more you play, the better your chances are. Star 255 star 1 hatch, and that's what I'm saying. So at the end of the day, look at the kind of embarrassment we got in this country. Now every single place you are now, drug is all ravaging the Liberian youth, ravaging, spoiling the children. That DA can't say, you want to do it that way. You want to do it that way. You ever saw the citizens arresting, going to the ghetto and breaking it down? Ellington, you saw them do that to John Weir time? They're doing it because it passed mass now. Now that we never had drugs here at Ellington. No, we had drugs under early administration. I remember the police director under President Salif, Munasie. Munasie went to Center Street, and she decided to raid the whole Center Street of drug users. Beatrice Munasie. Yes. The documentary is there. Watch the documentary of Ellen Johnson Salif presidency. You will see it. So there were drugs in this country. Under Ellen. Under George. Yeah, they had drugs here. You now see citizens run from place to place, say they closing ghetto. Because the ghetto plenty. What it says in Iowa again, they plenty. The only reason is because the people who made politics out of the drug issue are now in authority and they are novice to the fight. Yeah, they are. They ain't know where to start from. They have no understanding where to start from. It's choking them. Worst of all, they are conspirators. All of them, majority of them, most of them. They're conspiring against the citizens of our country, enabling drug trade. And that's why nothing can be done about the drug war. It is a shame. It is a shame. But in regards to the DEA communication, I will say this, and I will say it clearly. They are right, but they will have to prove to the citizens that they can control the fight against drug. If they cannot do so, then they are the ones failing the Liberian people. That's what it is. Now let's see if we can go to the next convo, because I want to give more time for those of you who are listening to call. That's what I want to do. Oh my God. I want to give more time for the community people. I want to give more time to the community, to our people through the radio to call on the platform. That's what I want to do. I want to give more time. On tomorrow, by the grace of God, we'll start with this conversation from Front Page Africa. The economy will be deeply affected. And it says economy deeply hit by air cuts, job loss. Local businesses see huge decline in revenue. The impact is going to be huge. This news that is on the Front Page Africa website is informing you and myself that the country will get hard. We're not saying it to scare you. We're saying it because it is the truth. The economy is bad. Now in the battle, it is terrible. And in the midst of it all, the government is insensitive. When I say insensitive, the government ain't got hot. In Grebo, they say when you can see, you can feel. I didn't say in Grebo, but there is a parable in Grebo that says if you can see, you can feel. And that's in reference to worm. We can call it worm. The worm in your eyes, but you can feel. That's how you can move. They are predicting that the country will get high more than where you're looking at now because of too many factors. Regrettably, our government is not inclined, is not sensitive enough to institute policies and measures from an austerity perspective that will mitigate the impact from a negative perspective that these cuts will have on the economy. They are not inclined to do so. They're not that sensitive. They're behaving insensitive to the plight of the people. And that's why you will see the president buy 2 cars for $1.3 million. Oh, Pape, that he'll be driving it. Pape, our president is Pape, but he's driving $1.3 million, 2 cars, Congo. Enjoying it. But there are economic indicators that the country will get tough, yet the president is buying 2 cars for $1.3 million. It is no problem to the country. So he doesn't see that as a problem. They don't see it as a problem. No, they don't. A program that is starting in Japan on the 20th, you tell the people from Liberia on the 16th, 17th, you carry 27 human beings on record, plus the men who are on record, everything put together, they're about 47. Carry 47 human beings in Japan to go do what in there? What their job? To go live in fabulous hotels and do stuff? That's insensitivity. Senator Delon, who is a bit talking, said the economy is in the toilet. The economy is in the toilet. He himself, he is silent today. He has turned to Bobo. Before his own eyes, his government taking up to 40, 47 human beings out of the country to go to Japan. They're spending close to $200,000, $300,000, $400,000 on a trip. When marketeers are crying back home, When economic czars are predicting worsening conditions in the future. When they're predicting terrible economic conditions in the country, yet and still our government is insensitive to the plight of the people and continuing to spend lavishly. You think we're not talking? No, we talk, then you get vexed. When we say these things, you get vexed. You're creating too many terrible conditions in the country. Conditions that are not providing the space for investment and investors to come. Look at the inappropriate thing that happened with the Capitol building. Look at that Capitol impasse. Was that necessary? To have had two speakers? The country on a stalemate? There is political tension in the country. All of those things that were happening. When Richard Conan thought they were having fun, when Jane Colette would be crying with a crocodile tear, he's saying crying, Capitol building brain, he's saying crying. But he know who authored the chair from Capitol building, but you're crying, what they call. When they were doing all of those dramatic things, the investors started to have a particular rethink of their decisions. They were rethinking. Should we pump this million into Liberia? No. One country, two speaker, we're not doing it. Let's wait until they get sense. Oh, yes. Until they get sense, let's wait. Even after they get sense, we will still wait to know whether they will not go back to being cracky. One country, two speaker, they were fighting. Fight that was initiated by the government. A fight that was initiated by the government. A fight that was initiated by the government. You know what I'm saying? A fight that was initiated by the government. They were here fighting. But I'll say this to you and I. You see that whole case up Capitol Hill with the Capitol fire situation? It is politically induced. The government is aware of those who really burn the Capitol building, but they are particularly trying to frame it up on other people. That's their business. It's in court. Let them go talk about it there. Why didn't they ask those who were keeping the two chairs in that building why they removed the two chairs before the building got burned? What signal did they receive? Which angel told them in their dream that the two chairs should not sleep here today? Which angel told them? Angel Gabriel? No, I don't want to misuse the holy angels of what they call that angel rescue, angel unity. We angel light. That light said boss already, so we're not talking about it again. Which angel told the lawmakers that the building will burn tomorrow, so let's move the chairs? These people ain't even get time to ask the guys who removed the chairs, but went and collected different people because they got political score to settle, and they're wasting people time in the country. You are investigating a former speaker in the country. You're investigating several other individuals in the country. These are issues. The process leading to the arrest and detention of those individuals led to the chairman of the bigger opposition political party being mishandled, mistreated. Those are all signs that the investors can process. Look, some of the people who can go to power, I hate to say it, but most of the times they ain't got sense. I hate to say this. I hate to sound like this. You are running a country. You rely on revenue generation to run the affairs of your policies. You rely on a better business climate to succeed as a government. Yet and still, you continue to do things that will keep the investors off the country. And you expect investments to come. You might handle a sitting party chairman of the bigger opposition political party in the country. The investor is sitting now in Beirut, Lebanon. The man is like, I'm not pumping my millions to that country. If a party chairman with 800,000 plus votes can be my handle like that, I want to wait small to see what a civility will be restored to that country. We want to look a country where police go to Kinjoy and shoot 3 innocent citizens, shoot them because they were protesting, fire them, kill them in cold blood. And he said the man who wanted to bring a biscuit and chocolate factory to Liberia will run and bring it in the midst of all of that police brutality and extrajudicial killings. How do you guys can think so? How do you guys can think so, my people? How do you guys can think? You want investors to keep coming, but you are not creating the condition for tranquility, for peace and security. You think that you think the guys who make their money in Europe, Asia, and other parts of the world, you think they're fitigetic? Yeah, fitigetic is the other term of fitija. You think they're fitigetic enough to come to this place and come punch their money here in this country? They're not going to do so. They will watch the process. And that the time they will take to be watching, that 2 year going, 3 year going. So now can I say, no, you know what? Let the man go to election. When they move them, maybe the new government will invest under the new government. That's how countries can get investment. And if the country people continue to do the same thing over and over, investors will not come. That's so petty. No wonder why all our investors here, when they come, they can be selling the flower by bag, they're selling the flower by kilo, then they're selling color. Because the real investors who know how important money is, they can invest under the kind of uncomfortable conditions. Yeah, that's what I told you. That's why our only investor who can carry, who can be selling the flower in bag, they're selling the flower by kilo, then they're selling color in front of the store. Only kind of investor then we can get. You took power, you vex. You won election, you angry. They didn't see what they go fire bone. From the go when they fire their bone. The lawyers defended everything. The judges, LRA gotta stop. You go manipulate one LRA man. You bring to come and say all kind of thing. At the end of the day, all those things are uncalled for. You are delaying the country. You are creating unnecessary image on the country. It will harm the country investment potential. We must tell you the one, all the Harvard University and the Yale University, the Oxford University you guys attended. We should tell you these simple things. Anyway, our people in Nigerian say, plenty book nonsense. Our people in Fiamma say, plenty book nonsense. Our people in Tupelo say, plenty book nonsense. That sense made book, and that book makes sense. And I tend to agree with that logic. Because you guys are acting that you did not go to school. Simple thing. No need for arrogance. You already won election. You got governmental power. Keep the country stable. Will you have died? Will the government have crumbled, have Funati remain speaker? To get one Funati, or you created a whole embarrassing situation. Regionally, it was embarrassing. Globally, it was embarrassing. Nationally, it was embarrassing. Till today, we are still healing from the negative effect of that unjustified distraction that you caused. It came from the government. It came from the government. That distraction came from the government. The president took the speaker and carried to Italy. While he was there, he started launching the coup d'etat from behind. Come on. I mean, it was unnecessary. It was uncalled for. Today, as real economists, as real investors, they will tell you that these are small things that you keep doing that keep bringing tension in the country. Look at the other nonsense that was happening. You took police people, you go to CDC headquarters in the net, you started firing gun. The next morning, whole day, you and CDC people chunking rock. You firing tear gas, they're chunking rock to you. You firing tear gas. You think that thing you were doing on the road that day, it was a good thing? You were diminishing the image of the country. You were relegating the country economic potential. That's what you were doing. And you talk about tourism, representing T in the RS agenda. What manner of tourism it is when you cannot keep a simple country of 5.7 million people stable? Accra, Ghana got more than 5 million people. All in the country can feel it. We can say that in Accra. All in the country we can say that in Accra. You hear me, eh? And you can control that number in the country. That you're running a divided country where you're happy. You sit every day in your governmental vehicles, you listen to radio station, you read, post on social media. People keep telling you that the country is divided. The country is not moving in one accord. Yes, there can be no country that will move in one accord, but somewhere, somehow, there will be some mutual coexistence. Today, we live in a country where a civil servant is not able to identify with a colleague of his who is a political man from a different political party. I got one friend of mine who works at Maritime. In fact, they are over 5 there. I got another one working LEC. But where in the government, I ain't got friends working. All over in the government, I got friends working there. I don't want to limit it anywhere. Those are people who don't associate with me in the public anymore because they are afraid. Oh, you are friendly with the critical journalist? Okay. The HR start putting abo on that man. It become problem. You think you are doing it to protect government? You are harming the government. You are reducing the government chances to succeed, to survive. No one on the country hard. Your own people are suffering. Your arrogance, your inability to unite the country, your inability to tolerate people, it's causing a lot of hunger in the country because families are getting divided by the day. So if you want to be giving them $200 on a good day, you're not getting the money again because you remember how divided you are. Family members who were United Partisans used to go to family members who were CDC people and get their money before. Family members who in America who were United Partisans used to call family members in Liberia who were seditious and get their money before. Vice versa. Seditious family members in America used to call United Party family members in Liberia and get a July 26th, get their money, and so forth. Because of the deep division in the country, although they are feminists, but more family people stop that kind of transaction these days. Because the government is not doing anything to unite the country. President Baka woke up after 2 years. Then you go take a telephone to go call Joria. One day they say you want to do reconciliation on May 14. The man living right across the road to your house. You and the man in the same yard. I can say you and the man in the same yard. You gotta wait for 1 year, 6 months to take a telephone to call him. That the man send you hospital. When you became president, it took 1 year, 6 months to take a telephone to call him. How do you intend for the country to be united? But your officials there, they're supporting the division, they're supporting it. You get one contract somewhere, they run behind you there, they go take the contract from you. If you're connected to somebody in the system, you become a particular antagonist. So, I mean, it is terrible. How you do that kind of thing in the country, man? You're running a very divided country. Friends are no longer happy to associate with their friends who are critical of the government in the public because if they fear that when they do so, they become the next target. That's how funny it is. And that's why the last time I wrote and I said, look, Imarifa is a decent brother. And people were brave to round him and put and say, the way he posted about Imarifa, they come in sacking. I said, no, they can't do it. It's not possible. He's a young man. Not all of them got to be so desperate and bad. He's a young guy. And somebody says, you do nothing because you don't hustle on the man. Me hustle on my brother Imarifa. Imarifa is my brother. I'm proud of him. I'm happy. All we can say, we can talk nothing else there. You say, I won't hustle on him. Come on, that's crazy. You know, Fulame, you call him Jalo. But the truth of the matter is, this is pathetic. The country should not run like that. When you keep having this kind of mindset, you drive away potential investors who are supposed to create jobs for these jobless people in the country. Your people are running behind you every day. They ain't got a job to do. No job in the country. Instead of freeing the country up so that investors will come freely and invest, it are 200-300 jobs that will create in your 6 years to create the jobs. You will not do it. You will keep making the country ungovernable, unsafe, fragile, to the point where nobody want to invest a cent. Then when it pass around, it choke you. You can't raise taxes. Your revenue envelope is dropping. Then you come out and say, you want church must start paying due. When we blast at you, you say no. Then it will say, when you say church must pay due, come out again and say church must pay due. You know what we'll do. We'll take this quick break. *255 *1#. When we come back, We check our envelope to see if we can pay somebody. After which, we go to the lines and talk to people.
It's about music. There are crowds in many places. In every community, you know, you can see. So if you see crime, report it. Don't tell law in your hands for the right authority. But they can't take care of it. Crime stopper here for us. We need safety to your door. Whether you rich or you poor. If you see a you not talking, I mean you check. Do it for your safety. If you see it, don't keep it. I'm a part of the boy. Crime stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime stopper, stopping crime and make it peace for them before. Crime stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime stopper, keeping us safe, let's stop it for all of us. Crime stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime stopper, stopping crime and make it peace for them before. Crime stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime stopper. Keeping us safe, let's stop it for all of us.
Crime Stopper Liberia is here for you. Remember, you see it, you report it. This is a message from your own self-omen, Sam Sion.
Okay, yeah. That's what it is. Nobody is asking you people to share money around. You are naturally mean. This government, all of you in the government, you're naturally mean. I say you're mean. From a general perspective, even the people who wore green t-shirt and were walking in poo-poo water, you are mean to them. You're depriving them of contracts. Your own partisan, you're meaning them. We don't expect you to give ANC people money or CDC people money. No. You're mean to your own side, you against giving people money. But you are even mean to your own. The reason the country high is because most of you are mean to your own partisans. We gotta say it. The country fire affair, the country looking at Belego on Christmas Eve. You see any Belego tie on the stake on Christmas Eve, that Belego face is frown because he knows that tomorrow he's dying. That's how the country is. You know why? Because you guys are very selfish to your own people. I don't say CDC people, don't say you must get CDC people money, but you are selfish to your own people, and that's why the country is hard. Because the few of you in government, you are not releasing, you are not helping your own people. Look, when you give one person $20, that person go take the money to buy butter candy, they start doing butter candy business. When a sister come visit and a sister take $50 and buy water, that's how the country gets lubricated. That's how the economy start to move. You are mean, you are selfish to your people. I say, be good to CDC people. No, CDC people, you want your money. Look at July 26 coming. People checking for government official houses, they can't find it. Citizens knew almost all their minister houses in this town. Those of them who never had a job, when they go to one minister place, they will get some kind of rest. They will come some kind of way, they will get something. Officials were passing around and making small intervention. I know y'all learned it from the top. Because they say when they hear is Ninekwa, the rest of it will be Ninekwa. And you can speak Grebo and crude at your business. I'm not here to interpret. I mean, you attack. That's why the country is hard. The country face front up. I say you can't give people who not support you money. The people who supported you made a life better first before you start supporting those outside. You mean? The rescue children are crying. They can't talk because of shame. The rescue children, they can't talk. They can't talk because of shame. They can't complain on Facebook because of shame. But they are disappointed that you guys are so mean. Very mean to them. Very, very mean. You are stealing the money. You are banking the money. You are keeping it for yourself. You are not giving nobody anything. Your own rescue people. I say CDC people. I say you go get Lewadi Party people money. I say go get ANC people money. Your own green people who walk in the September 17th green poo-poo water on Broad Street. Go and get the money. You're not able. Give the opportunity. You scheming. The other guy said one guy wanted to help her. All the way he knew that she was a UP guy. She is a UP guy. He wanted something else before he helped her. That's how terrible you guys are. And what the country face front of? The country face like better go on Christmas Eve. I dare you. Any better go you see on Christmas Eve face front of. Because he knows that tomorrow morning will die. That's how the country is. And so business people will not make money. The children selling the water side. The children can sell. Then the girl who's selling the blouse can buy from the girl who's selling the candy. Now how they can go home? They sell up buying from each other now because nobody buying, no business. Business ain't running. You mean you're intolerant. Then you're arrogant. You're politically insensitive. That's why the country faces front up. That's why the country faces front up. And how do you expect for investment to flourish in such an environment? Do we have a winner here? Let me get some time for all to go get winner. Right after the winner, we'll go to the lines and take calls. Right after the winner, we'll go to the lines and take calls. I'm sorry, but I am a political realist. I don't mince my words on simple issues. I told you, I don't know anything in my whole life than Liberia. I know this country very well, my people. I know our dear Liberia very well. I know our country very, very well. I know our country. They know. My beautiful sisters from the United Party, you know what I'm talking about, man. You know what I'm talking about. These burgers are mean to you. My brothers, my decent brothers from the United Party, you know what I'm talking about. They're mean to you. They're very selfish. You call some of them these days, they don't pick up their phones. You in their inbox. Some of you are not saying the December 17 green t-shirt. You're not saying the Delon green t-shirt. You're not saying the time they don't have flocking Polita green t-shirt. You're not saying the time they don't have flocking Tifa green t-shirt. You're not saying all the green t-shirt. The picture you told with Yekel. The picture you told with Patio Honau. The picture you told with Emo 12. All the picture you told with all of them more than you not saying all the picture to them. They not even open your inbox. They Allah. Hey, man, you know the party people. Let me ask you the question. Why we come and go get some of the money? Man, you people, let me ask you the question. Some of y'all not tell all the picture you talk with Patrick, the picture you talk with Mo, the picture you talk with Baka Jaliba, the picture you talk with Colina Kratoba. Some of you not, you know, campaign time, everybody can take picture with everybody. People won't vote now, so nobody can be mean that time. Some of you talk all the picture when you go in Colina crying, but hello, Madam Minister. That make it okay. I don't want and you met to Delon rally. And you send a picture today. Up to now, she didn't open your inbox yet. You can do it. You can do it to Lula Tape. You can do it to Emotwe. You do it to everybody. They're not open it yet. Your own people who voted for you, you not even reach out to them. That CCC boy ain't got time for you because they know you will not come to them. Your president who Joe we are saying to a hospital, he became president. He means Joe we are with the VIP terminal at the airport, the VIP lounge. Then you think we are expecting something from Baka? CCC boy ain't expect nothing from United Party because it started from the top. But we are saying the hospital, he may begin president, the proud president, we are from using the same airport VIP lounge that president we are himself be. You think the man expect anything different from you? So you saying he expect something from you? Those who expect something from you are the United Partisans who stood and sat and in everything in Pupu water with you. They're the ones who expect something from you. And you're not giving it to them because the country face front up. Why the machine doing that day? We already have a winner, and I think we should have 2 or 3 winners. Why is the machine doing? Yeah, okay. I think the machine is coming. Hold on. I just want to pay 1 or 2 questions, then we can go to the lines. So please bear with me. But while waiting for the winner, I will deal with him, man. Oh no, I've been waiting for you to say the thing. These guys are making most of their partisans, and these partisans are Liberian. That why hurting me. These partisans are Liberians. Most of them, you know how many friends I have? Oh, Nyeswa. You know how many friends I have? Do you know how many friends I have? Huh? Do you know how many friends I have in the United Party? Oh God. Chris will have to come to help me. Oh, yes. Do you know how many friends I have, my dear people? Okay, I think I got it now. Do you know how many friends we got in the United Party? We got plenty of them. The American, let me tell you something. The American collect all their campaign picture. They think they know a flocking Polita. They think they know a flocking Tifa. They think Cooper Cry or Johnny. Unity Party. All the pictures in the middle will take it. The one where they talk with Prince Johnson, peace to the arches. The men can collect all the pictures then. Stay, the men can be sending the picture in inbound, all the men inbound. Gee, let me yell. I don't want. Even the time they used to be causing Joey as a man can send a recording and all the men. Gee, let me hear causing Joey out. Gee, not easy. To open up one message, they can do it. Check to open the message. I say getting job. I say getting money. But to open the message, they can do it. How you expect the country to be okay? Those who and you cause Joey out together until all of you get power, you refusing to give the people attention. Just hear the man out. You can do it. Just open your inbox. Open the man message. Hey, man, see the two blue line to say, okay, that's you. My leader see my message. You're not able. You can be muting it. Let's go get somebody to money here in the kind of hard country. Hello, how are you?
Thank God.
My name is KOK, and I'm calling you from the biggest radio station in the country right now, Freedom Radio Liberia.
That's it. It's Harrison Sherman.
Mr. Sherman, you play the Cats Get Away how many times? Quickly.
12 times.
12 times today, and we can say congratulations to you, Mr. Harrison.
Oh, thank you.
You won for yourself $5,000. Check your phone. Did you receive it?
Let me check it quick.
Hurry up and check it. When you got money, call me right back.
Okay, sir.
Please do so. You won $5,000. Let's see if we can call the next person who has won for himself another money. Then we go to the line and talk to you, our callers. And go to the line and talk to you, our callers. These guys are mean. Oh, you didn't quite too much. Okay, we'll call the next person who won. I told you said be playing while we're talking. We'll come out with just be calling winner. Pick up your phone number, man. Hurry up. Hurry up. Harrison already pick up your number. You got to pick up your number. Hello? Oh my God. Okay. We'll leave it right there. Let's see what we can do. But call us on 0886 500 104. We are out of time. Call us on 0886 500 104 0776 104 104 are the numbers to join the conversation on 87.9. My name is Kine, Oliver Kine. That's who I am. They don't understand me. They will never do. They will never do. They will not understand me. They're not able. They're not able to understand me. Let's talk to the person. Hello, sir. How are you? How you doing?
Yeah.
Good evening, my dear brother. Let's hear you, sir. Go ahead.
Yeah, okay. This is the boss of Stabu Rasta. Okay, I'm following from West Zimbabwe.
Go ahead, quickly.
You have made my day. Let me just thank you and thank you to your minister of my broadcast. No, okay. One thing I want to say, you know, the TA is a business hero. Okay, this person is not very influential. That can you put, man, you know, what they're buying, who you know. Can you imagine, you know, if you get a TA buy, you know, that you have a TA buy?
You see right there?
Yeah, you know, there's a group there, who the TA, you know, there's a TA buy in a group there. There's a book about who's buying, who you know. So how do you expect them a man that we're still buying all that time we're on the 7? How do you expect them to be professional here working? I mean, it's going to get people that you want, man.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you. We'll leave you right there. Let's take this quick break. We'll return to the calls. Let's take this quick break.
To your door, stop and cry and make it peace for them before. Stop Liberia, from the center to interior. Keeping us safe, they're stopping for all of us. The people bringing safety to your door. Stop and cry and make it peace for them before. Stop Liberia, from the center to interior. Keeping us safe, they're stopping for all of us.
Crime Stopper Liberia is here for you. Remember, you see it, you report it. This is a message from your own self-omen, Sam Sion.
Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper.
Okay, all right. Okay, let's leave you right there and talk to the next person. Go ahead quickly. Let's hear you. How are you?
Hello?
Hello, sir. Go ahead, Chief. Let's hear you.
Thank you for the opportunity and for me. Okay, how are you, my dear brother?
We're great, my brother. Let's hear you, sir.
Thank you, brother. This is Carl Abraham, okay. I'm following a conversation for myself
Go ahead, my brother.
Number of the United Party, the bottom of us, we don't have to have what's the why, some Democratic or the government officials are me, but you know, to admit my day, my dear brother, you know, that's why I swear this more of how much time I read the rules, my property was again. So it is 7.9. And let's listen to KOK and Alpha, KOK. You know, we are in our administration, KOK. Some of our people are now a member of the CDC. But that's KOK. I have a 300 hours in the corner of the wheel in our administration. But today, they do not talk about that. Some of us we say, we're going to people on here to come rescue what we can do for people. KOK, some of us have what we are pointing out to someone from the north and we are because we know that the way was the very good man who used to get people right. But some of the people who are there for the way that was funny as administration. That's why we are back for the way to take that.
Okay, so President, we are going on. Your minute, meaning you. Thank you. We leave you. Take the other person. Go ahead.
Okay, what I'm trying to say, the United Party official government who are in the program, who are administrating their job, don't be KOK.
Okay, thank you. We leave you. We talk to the other person. Go ahead quickly. Let's hear you.
Yeah, good evening, KOK.
Good evening, Chief.
Yeah, my name is Ezekiel from Mama. You know, brother, each time I hear your voice on the radio, even though the property is killing, all the jobs is killing our citizens in this country, I see they know this property for at least you all have. But you know, there's those issues, everything Joseph Burger come our way. They will never succeed. They will never ever succeed. It's not ever comes to fall, but I'm saying it as a typical Nigerian from Lupakade.
Okay.
Joseph Burger had made Lupakade to even be getting used to taking drugs. Just for one part of our society. Lupakade was the only country that used to go through in Mosurare for people to say yes. But today, because are taking over Lupakade. Is that something that we should be doing? Thank you.
Thank you very much. We leave you right there. We take this other person. Okay. Oh my God. Yes. The calls are too many. The calls are too many. I'm getting so distracted right now. Let's talk to the other person. Go ahead quickly, Man CC. Let's hear you.
Thank you, KOK, for the recognition.
Go ahead.
This is Man CC. Sometimes I hear my brother Abraham Gawa and just be laughing. They see men look in my face, KOK, and say we are criminal. We are destined for power. He was criminal. He was wrong. He was calling this. Today you tell you get little they laugh at him. You're not crying. You are for one count. They were so ball. All the bad things are happening in the government. Yesterday say it was bad, but today you are passing. We are a criminal. He did SYZ with money. Today now the money floating in the street, right? And we are getting money. I say when they come that labrapor money, that what country money will eat it. But today get be found no more in the street. In the come up for hand. When they in the big boy can find it now.
Okay.
When you go back again, you can't get it. So God will punish you.
Thank you.
I'm going to tell you, I said, God, anytime God will come after you.
Thank you.
You can come and tell me sorry. I will leave on this platform.
We leave you right there. Let's talk to Poker Robert. Go ahead, Poker. No time. Quickly.
Yeah, thank you very much, my dear brother. For the brilliant working all over our beloved country. For the recommendation for the public, Poker Robert. Not only this evening for our unknown destination.
Go ahead, Poker. Quickly.
KOK will tell you, we are on you. Because you cannot see this.
No, see people don't own me. Don't do that thing. Go ahead.
I'm coming. We are on you. The great party. They are admire you to what I hear president now more than even off.
Wow.
I said, this is the KOK. The circle I'm in now. The circumference I'm in.
Wow.
KOK, the guy do it. Let me say, KOK, that's the fuck you are saying about us. The guy that's so KOK, KOK, he must see here. KOK, who are giving the opportunity to work. But KOK, who are giving education. Our party was extended to all different places. Most especially our tax the tax people. KOK, they have the uniqueness and the unity of the party. CDC.
Thank you.
But you see for the to you see for the government also, you see more using or alcohol or pieces of alcohol the government asking them. It's because they are not about me. And then I see they were lost to the 4 years.
Okay. We leave you right there, Poker Robert. Let's talk to J. Randy Dapo from the US. Go ahead, Mr. Dapo. Let's hear you quickly.
Yes, Kai. I just want to speak on your first topic or your second topic, and that has to do with the church. I want Labrampo and you to understand. You guys will remember when Obama came to office during his second term, when he visited Kenya, and then Hillary Clinton went to Africa. This is the Democratic people that came to Africa and said, you either accept the LGBT or you will not get no aid. That is the Democratic people message for African countries that depend on them for aid. So the split in the church today is because of aid. That means that in order for them to get aid, they must accept those people.
I agree.
But then I agree. They are coming to you instead of saying, oh, the people, they want you to see the people honor civil rights. And they're not looking at it from the Bible. They're looking at it from man's own interpretation to say, Oliver, what makes you think that the people not even be like yourself? The same civil right you got at the same civil right. So they're not using the Bible when you say man should marry only to a woman, but they're using the civil rights to bypass the Bible as a way for you to accept them.
Okay.
So the question here is, the Liberian people need to tell President Boga that we want to follow our Bible and we not believe in that civil right part of what I think you are saying. But Boga will come by and say, but the country is not operating on the principle or the constitution of the Bible. We are operating on the constitution. We give everybody civil right. So that's a big conversation.
Okay.
Thank you, Kai.
Thank you very much, Randy Dapo. Let's talk to the other person. Go ahead quickly. 1 minute. Let's hear you. No time.
Hello. Yeah, hello. How you doing, okay?
We're great, Chief. Go ahead, Otis.
Nothing much to say. We just need to pray for our nation because the country economic is but I don't know where it's now.
In Japan, in Japan, the country economy in Japan, they're enjoying it. Why the United Partisans are looking for food to eat? The men are suffering. They can't even respond to the men.
All the country market women are crying every day.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much, my dear brother. We'll leave you right there. We'll take 3 more calls and we'll call it a day on this segment. Go ahead. Let's hear you quickly.
Hello.
We're great, my dear brother. Let's hear you, sir.
I want to call to find out something from you.
Okay, let's talk to the other person. Go ahead. 1 minute. How are you? Hello, sir.
Yeah. My name is Quay Johnson.
Go ahead, Mr.
You make my day today. You know, the party they say that they're going to come into power and turn water into wine. So they bring all the psychology and line up about judge. They're going to make judge easy. They're going to put judge. Let judge accuse. On the day in my house, she was in the party. She was very accused of talking about judge with him. But now her son that zombie.
You see that? You see right there? Or so not tell the zombie on the job we are.
So she don't make a statement again. I really appreciate your conversation today. Thank you.
Thank you very much, my dear brother. We leave you right there. We'll talk to the other person. Go ahead. 1 minute quickly. No time. Okay, we leave you right there. Let's talk to the spokesperson of the Liberal Civil Rights Movement, William Wulu. Go ahead.
Can you also my kind? We are in serious trouble, and the whole country is depreciating. What I say is that the drug issue is all around, and Liberian people, most of the Liberian people, they are in hunger every day. Some people said Gary to get a day to eat. They got the belly get Gary to eat.
Especially people who voted for the United Party. Then their leaders can be giving the cherry cheek. The cherry who wore green t-shirt in purple water, they giving the cherry cheek. Like, why can't hear me?
And this is a bad thing that they are doing. Even my man, I got tell them they're not working. You see, then he's giving and out by. It's a bad because people make sure that yesterday the wine pool water in my beer, I got media need.
That you don't get part to board. The other cherry who have you to bring back out of power. You're not even opening the cherry messages. Mean people.
That like all the money I saw in Japan, I got with PVT in front of him. We all and they got in front of him enjoying. You see why the poor are behind here, they are suffering.
Thank you.
It's a one thing kind.
Thank you. Thank you. We leave you right there. We take the last caller. Let's talk to the person. Go ahead, Chief.
Yeah, my name is Wes. I'm calling you from the
Go ahead, my brother. Let's hear you quickly.
Yeah. I was on the time you can remember when they were talking about how we are selling here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I ate it up. I got one sign in Punjab. As you see, I just start putting out kids over anyway.
Okay. Thank you. We take the last caller. Go ahead. You're the last person. We got to go home. No time.
Yeah.
Good afternoon. Let's hear you. Go ahead, patient. Wow. Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you. We'll leave you right there. We'll leave you right there. All right. We'll leave you right there. And we'll return here on tomorrow. Have yourself a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful time on 87.9. Okay. Let's see. We want to go home. But please remember, we don't hate this country. We hate you guys who are very mean to not anybody, but your own people who voted for you. You mean in the cheering there? Mean people. Your own green t-shirt man, you mean in there? Hey, you can sit on this here and there. Crystal the Change made a song with what is his name? They call the one Akazuku. Money Fini Akle. Y'all be meaning the cheering will have you to win election. When your money finish, your album will be clear in 2029. I think you want the cheering. To wear green t-shirt again, you'll find yourself in part 2.
When your money finish, your I will play. Soon your money finish, your I will play. I say when your money finish, your I will play.